There we go. There we go.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We are really excited to be here. We are from Gardner-White Furniture. Really, really proud to be the stage sponsors of this year's Detroit Spring Home and Garden Show.
Big deal.
What's it?
It's good to be back down here.
Yeah, it sure is. Just to let you guys know, I'm not sure if you know that Gardner-White's been around since 1912. We are really excited to be celebrating our 110th anniversary this year. And
so before, who are you?
Oh, I'm Deb Berkey. I am manager of Design Studio.
Deb Berkey, Manager of Design Services. My name's Chris Edel. I'm the Director of Design Services. And we are here to kind of give you a little history about Gardner-White because a lot has changed in the last 2 years with Gardner-White. And we're doing fun things much like this that we've never been able to participate in before. So it's a big deal. So Gardner-White's been around since 1912. It's 110th anniversary this year. You've probably seen the advertising on TV. You've probably seen a lot of the media that's flying around. But we are fourth generation. We are family owned, and we are still family owned, and we are going to be family owned forever. So our president now has 2 young girls who plan that the plan is that they will carry on the torch for many, many years to follow. So yeah. So we got to follow our notes here. But fourth generation family owned. Thanksgiving Day Parade. Did anybody see the Thanksgiving Day Parade? So we were the sponsor of the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Thank you, Karen, for that. It was really great to fill those shoes. Those were big shoes to fill, and we couldn't be more honored to have done that. So Red Cross, we're just high level. Red Cross, we are a big partner with the Red Cross. We have partnered with them for the last 20 years. We do blood drives in our stores. We've collected thousands and tens of thousands of gallons of blood over the last 20 years. We are number 2 to the blood drive that is between MSU and U of M. So I'm in my U of M colors today, but so we're number 2 to that. Deb, fun fact, what's bigger, or anybody, what's bigger, a Gardner-White warehouse or the big house? What's bigger?
Does anybody know in the audience? Well, Gardner-White.
You're right, Gardner-White. So that means we are dead focused on having as much inventory in our warehouse as we possibly can to do next day, same day delivery from everything from mattresses all the way into our GW Design Studio. So,
and we are stocked from ceiling to floor. And when we say stocked with furniture, mattresses, we are stocked. So we are full. So
show of hands, who's been in a Gardner-White store lately? What do you think? Yep.
We are.
Yep.
Yay.
So you'll probably see out in the marketplace, we're moving, we're growing, we're expanding, we're picking up new locations that were sitting vacant for the last 2 years. We're gutting them almost to the studs. We're renovating them for a whole new Gardner-White shopping experience. Right. So in Michigan, who's your go-to for furniture now, right? Gardner-White's got to be your go-to, right? There was a lot of shakeup, but Gardner-White is now your go-to for all things from bedding to bedrooms to dining to living rooms to anything.
At every price point too. We have our outlet, our clearance outlet. If you're just starting out, you have your first apartment, you have your first home, you're on a budget. We have something for everybody. From our outlet center, which we have great furniture, to all the way through our design studio.
And we're going to get into a meat of some of what the topic of presentation is today, but within all of our new locations, all Gardner-White locations, we've got a host of new brands that we've never carried before that fit the whole look and feel of the shopping experience. So there's a brand called Jonathan Lewis. Fantastic, middle to upper end, beautiful upholstered furniture at a great price point. We've got Flex Steel, we've got Lane, we've got multiple Amish assortments. Some made where?
Right here in Michigan.
Pigeon, Michigan. Gashow Furniture. We carry Gashow Furniture. Bedding. Gardner-White is the number 1 bedding expert. Most of the commercials you see talk about bedding. We've got Tempur-Pedic. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Serta.
Casper,
Purple, Stearns & Foster. We've got it all in stock or for next day, same delivery. And we don't want to be just a commercial here, but we're just trying to educate everybody on who Gardner-White is now and where we're going. So Deb, as the manager of design services, let's talk a little bit about the GW Design Studio.
So Chris and I were really honored to be part of launching the new GW Design Studio. We have brands that Gardner-White had never had before. High-end luxury brands. We have design services. We have complimentary in-store design services. We carry brands now like Bernhard and Century and Vanguard. Hooker Furniture, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. Rowe and Robin Bruce. I myself grew up in my house with a Rowe sectional, which was crazy to think that we still have that brand here.
If you had to guess, how many special order fabrics do we have in the design studio? If you had to guess.
Probably 2,500, 3,000.
Or more.
We have
so how many wood finishes can you change in the design studio?
Hundreds
of wood finishes. So you now have the opportunity to come into a Gardner-White GW design studio, build from the ground up your exact perfect piece of furniture. If you want a leopard sectional with white legs and brown polka dot pillows, you can do it. Our vice president of sales did a beautiful camel sofa with a leopard seat, just like your top. That was the cushion, the main cushion on her sofa. She waited for it. It was worth the wait. It's exactly what she wanted. So we've got those opportunities now that we never had before.
Not only customized options, but we have so much in stock right now of these brands that you can't find, and you will not find anywhere else. You might find them online that you're going to get 6 months from now, 8 months from now, but you know, we have them in stock.
Are you done?
Go ahead. I'll stop talking.
I'm just kidding. So for the setup here, this is all GW Design Studio product. Everything you see is covered in Krypton high performance fabric. So it's kid proof, pet proof, wine proof, pizza proof, meatball proof. You can invest in it, and it will last you how many additional years? Well,
on average, high-performance fabric will lengthen the life of your furniture for 7 years. And depending on your lifestyle, it could be 10 years. I mean, high-performance fabrics are now so relevant in the textile industry. It's crazy. I think within the next 5 years, everything's going to be high-performance.
I joke that I need a high-performance wardrobe because I haven't spilled anything yet. But
you know, we want to live our lives, and more so now than ever, we are living differently in our homes. Everything from, you know, our home offices to, you know, having kids home from college.
Right.
That was my experience. I had, a little story, I had leather furniture in my home because that's what worked in my home with my 3 kids, you know, growing up. They were, you know, a mess, right? So finally, I had the opportunity. I had 2 kids go off to college. One was finally graduating from high school. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I finally get to invest in some really nice furniture. And I did high performance fabric because I love it, and you just have to have it. And boom, COVID hit, and I had everybody back home. I'm like, oh my gosh, this wasn't supposed to happen to me. I finally have furniture I love, and now they're all like all over on the furniture again, you know? So, but I'm glad I did. It was an investment, and you know, we're living our life on our furniture, just like everybody else.
Talking about high performance, you remember outdoor furniture from the 80s, 70s, right? Everybody remembers that. I remember that. Fringy umbrellas, all that stuff, right? What were some of the attributes that you remember of outdoor furniture in your youth, if you're old enough? You guys won't be old enough, but if you're old enough, what are some things about outdoor furniture? Would you put sunbrella fabric from the 70s on a sofa? Probably not, right? Because it was stiff, it was thick.
It was hard.
It was scratchy. It was just unbelievable. Well, we've got a little kind of a quick presentation we'll walk through about where high performance fabrics are today. So some of the attributes are oil resistance.
Right. I mean, there are several different brands, right? So, but what they have in common, all of them have in common is number one, stain resistant, soil resistant, liquid resistant. If you spill something, it will beat up and roll off. Some of the other brands are...
Krypton. Anybody heard of Krypton Fabric? Krypton Fabric is a Michigan-based company. We have hundreds of Krypton options that we now have available. Hundreds of Krypton options. So they're Michigan-based. Who else?
They're, Sunbrella, of course.
Sunbrella, everybody knows.
Inside Out, Breathe, Wearproof. There are so many different options, and some of them are even bleach cleanable. I mean, you can literally clean your furniture with bleach. So, it could be a navy blue. and you can put bleach on it.
So where are some places we would want to use high performance fabric? Does anybody have high performance fabric at home?
But
anybody ordered anything in high performance?
Does anybody have high performance
No?
or are familiar with it?
No? Well, hopefully after today, you get to touch and feel it and see what it's all about, and you're like, maybe this is worth doing because I'm going to invest in something and I want to be able to live on it, right? We were all working from home, teaching kids from home, cooking at home. I eat dinner on my sofa, I'm not gonna lie about it. I have white slipcover dining chairs. I don't use them because I'm afraid I'm gonna ruin them, right? So where would you use high performance fabrics?
Your family room, dining room, baby's room. I mean, kids' room. I mean, think about upholstered headboards. That's the big thing now, right?
Pet beds are high performance. You can throw pet beds in the washer because they're Krypton or Sunbrella. There's lots and lots and lots of ways.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to go up because there are, that you can order something that's really the same price because there's some linens and cottons which are really high priced because they're a natural fabric.
So let's take a look. And if anybody wants to come up and touch and feel, we brought these just so you can see. But Deb, why don't you pull out a couple and kind of talk about them? So a lot of them, everybody knows a radish and a carrot, right? A radish, you cut a radish is red, right? I mean, you cut a radish in half. What color is it inside? It's white, right? So if you shave or cut or whatever with that, you're going to see white on the inside. What happens if you cut a carrot in half? It's orange all the way through, right? These fabrics, that's how they're made. So they're fade resistant, they're bleach resistant. There's no dye that's applied to the fabric. The material is extruded in that color. So this is a machine washable, bleach cleanable white fabric. Won't break down. Isn't that crazy? Some of them are. This one's not wrinkle resistant, but
it's incredible how far they've come. I mean,
how about pull out some velvets? Some of the velvets you wouldn't believe, you would not believe, are made out of a synthetic fabric. These patterns.
Oh, this.
High performance pads. Here, pass this here. I know you'll like this. Pass this guy around. That's high performance. You can drop a piece of pizza on that and wipe it right up. Grease will not absorb.
This one too.
This is a fantastic one. Pass that velvet around. Amazing. You can spill red wine on it.
You can spill red wine on it.
Yep. And it'll initially.
He's a wine drinker. Are you a wine drinker?
I'm telling you.
Yes. Did you have a question?
You can.
Pat, here.
That mic's open too. If anybody has questions, come on up and ask us questions about product. Pet hair, same thing. I mean, anything rubberized will take the pet hair off. There's nothing really that's pet hair resistant, and everybody's got pets. But if you had a pet accident, if you had something, or somebody, a pet maybe heaved his lunch on your sectional, it would be an easy clean, right? So a lot of times a damp washcloth or a microfiber will pull that pet hair off. Because these are synthetic, it's a tighter weave. It's not going to weave through quite so easily. And the best part is that if you love linen, and if you love cotton, or if you love velvet, there are literally thousands of fabrics to select from. There are no, the options are limitless. Are really, really limitless. Where a few years ago, there was just like cream color or linen color, or beige, or now it's everything from patterns to dark colors, and it's crazy that some of these are bleach clean. This one here. What's it called? Goodness, I don't have my glasses on. This is, it's a pattern number, and the color is navy. But this is a specific vendor. But we can find out for you. We can definitely find out. And a lot of there's vendor brand names, right? There's Krypton, there's Sunbrella, there's Wherever, there's, who am I missing? Revolution. Breathe. A lot of the brands, Krypton is kind of like the Levi's of high performance fabric. Everybody knows Krypton, everybody knows Levi's. So that's kind of the leader of the pack. There are so many other brands that might even be made in the same mill, or made of different fibers, or a thinner fiber, or whatever, that can vary the price tag. So it's not just one high performance brand. And Krypton is actually a Detroit-based company. Yeah. They are here in Michigan. Yeah. They do have mills and manufacture in North Carolina, which makes sense, furniture capital, right? Right. So, made in the USA. They are a Detroit-based company. Made in the USA. A lot of them are eco-friendly. So we have a sofa on our design studio floor from a vendor called Row, which is an old vendor that some know, some don't. We have it covered in a beautiful green fabric. It's a knockout sofa. All the fabric is made out of recycled pop bottles. and it's green, so I say it's Mountain Dew bottles, but it's really not Mountain Dew bottles. But it's a green recycled sofa, and we have it with another rug, which we're going to talk about rugs in a minute, made out of all recycled fibers that are bleach cleanable, hose off, some are machine washable. Crazy, like crazy, crazy. So we live at home more than ever. Lifestyles have changed. You're investing in product. You want to be able to enjoy it and use it, right? When I grew up, there was a, don't you boys go in that living room. Right. Don't you sit on that sofa. Now it's a different story. Now with high performance fabrics,
now you can't keep them off. It's like, it's high performance. You can do anything. They're like, Mom, you can do anything.
Yeah. Any more questions about high performance fabrics? No? There's lots to learn, and Gardner-White, we can give you the education that you would want on any day of the week. Come on in. You can sit down, we can lay out fabrics, we can flip through stuff, and you can have a whole education just on fabrics before you even pick out what furniture you want.
And we have design consultants that are there ready to help you at any time.
Yeah. So let's talk about rugs, because our next sponsor is why you're all really here.
Yes.
We carry product of hers, and it's amazing product. High performance rugs, machine washable rugs, right? Crazy stuff.
Okay.
Looks like a hand-woven, hand-knotted Persian rug. Flip it around. It's digitally printed, and it's machine washable.
Tells me what to do.
So a pet accident, take it, roll it up, throw it in the wash, pull it out wet.
Really pliable.
If it's nice out, let it dry out in the sun, or throw it back down.
And these,
just like that.
These colors will not fade. This will look like this forever.
Yeah. And we've got a whole pile of rugs up here to kind of show more of what those options are. But so traditional outdoor rugs, you can leave them outdoor all year round. Anybody have outdoor rugs under their outdoor sectional, outdoor dining? Yeah, so same idea, but now they're even more refined and more beautiful and more luxurious that they can come indoor and they don't look like outdoor. Yeah. They're beautiful, right? Throw it in the wash.
Yeah, how a lot of people like to use rugs under their dining table. I was never one to use, just because my kids were just a disaster. So I never had, I've tried, but but now you can do that, and you spot clean it, you vacuum it up. It's super easy to clean.
Super
you throw them in the washer, you don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
And you have a functional, a beautiful piece on your floor that you can use and not worry about.
So the outdoor, I'll pass that out. Does that feel like outdoor? Does that feel like extruded plastic? No, it feels like a cotton fiber. That's outdoor, fade resistant, throw it in the washer, leave it outside, let it rain on it, let birds climb it, whatever, throw it in the washer, it'll be boom, just like new.
And we're gonna have
in
those
an afternoon.
In the store.
And those will be in the store.
Yeah.
Not to be too sales pitchy, but yeah. So this piece right here, this big covered blue cocktail ottoman, this is again from a vendor called Rowe. We covered it in Krypton because people use this. If I lived here, I would sit here and I would eat pizza here and I would have coffee here and I would have wine here. If I spilled it, it would clean right up, right? So an upholstered ottoman can be a really tricky investment. I had an ottoman to a khaki chair. Forget it, it was destroyed. So easy ways to integrate high traffic areas with great options that make them truly almost life-proof. What are we missing?
I don't know, we're gonna look at it.
No, so we're good. So our next big presenter is Nicole Curtis, right?
Yes.
We know Nicole Curtis. Everybody, that's why you're here. You should be here, not for us.
Curtis.
But the rugs that we showed you, Deb, let's hold these up. So these are some of Nicole Curtis's rugs that she's gonna be talking about when she's up here. They're spectacular. They're super inexpensive. You wouldn't believe how inexpensive these are.
And we actually have catalogs for all of you.
We have catalogs for all of you, and they're going to be available in Gardner-White stores in multiple sizes. So maybe you need a runner, maybe you need an 8x10, maybe you need a 9x12. You can do them in all of these sizes. So it's really, really cool.
If you see something, we can get, not sub-salesy, but we can get it for you.
So
if you see something online or something in the catalog.
Overarching message I think we want to say is that when you walk into any store, hopefully Gardner-White was where we want you, but anywhere you shop, think beyond what you see. That's the only thing I can get, because there's so many options that will protect your investment and make it worth your while and make it exactly the way you want it.
And I just want to say one more thing too. We have an amazing accessory buyer, right? And she has kind of been given the green light to fill our stores with some of the most beautiful art and tabletop accessories. I mean, come in and browse, because we've never had so many beautiful pieces. A lot of people come in and they'll say to us, am I in Gardner-White? Is this Gardner-White? Because we've really kind of turned
It's
over a new
changed.
leaf. We've rebranded. It's unbelievable. We'd love for you guys to come in and see it.
These banners behind us, you're going to start seeing these all over the road because that's what the new Gardner-White trucks are going to look like. So it's a whole new experience,
It's a brand new day.
We've got white glove delivery now. We've got a whole different, not different, but just an elevated, expanded shopping experience for furniture here. So what kind of questions? Does anybody have questions? It doesn't have to be about what we talked about, anything to do with lifestyle, living in Clinton Township, Hall Road.
Hall Road.
Brand new, big, beautiful. Hall Road and Hall and
between
Shaner.
Shaner and Hayes.
Yep, right in the corner. It's in an old previous furniture store that you may remember. We are now in there. It's huge, it's beautiful, and it's got basically, the bigger the store, the more product they can hold, so they'll have more of what we already carry. On Hall Road in Shelby Township.
Yeah,
Yep.
brand new, just opened, what, a month ago?
We have kids. We'll stick around. We'll get you connected to the right people. Yeah, we've got youth. We've got bunk beds. We've got all kinds of fun stuff. So we've got plenty. We've got metal
Any other
beds.
questions
Good stuff.
you want to ask?
No other questions.
All
That's
right.
it. Was this worthwhile? Was this educational? Did you get anything out of it?
We hope so.
What'd you get out of it? What's one thing you're walking away here with?
I didn't think it was such a big operation.
Oh, well, good. It's been around since 1912. I, born and raised in Michigan, I have been with Gardner-White, and I never knew until I started working for the company that it was 100, well, it's been several years, but 1912, 110 years old. Who knew, right? Who knew?
And we're growing by leaps and bounds.
It's growing by leaps and bounds.
There's no stopping them
and it's just going to get better. And you're going to see us doing things like this more often, more sponsorships, more parades, more fun things. So sit tight, and thank you guys. If there's no other questions.
Thank you.
Your next big celebrity that you guys get to see is Nicole Curtis, everybody knows. So sit tight, don't leave, because she's amazing, she's worth it, and her product will be out here, and I'm sure she's going to talk about it. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of the show.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the day.